Hi, about a week ago, an electronic music event called Syntheast happened. Nick put a camera in my hand and sent me off to Norwich. Let's see how I got on.
On behalf of the Norwich Arts Centre, ElectronicSound Magazine and Modern Music Technology, I would like to welcome you to Syntheast 2025.
The Friday night had a lovely atmosphere. There was a screening of B-Movie, Lust and Sound in West Berlin. What a wild time they had.
Tonight we have the B-Movie, Lust and Sound in West Berlin. We have John Fox being interviewed by Adam Buxton, which is very exciting. And in the bar we have Martin Noble-James playing with plants and field recordings to entertain us afterwards.
B-Movie was fascinating. It kind of showed the intersection between mental health, oppression, political instability, and what that does for art. And you really got a snapshot of like the social scene in West Berlin. And then there was an interview with John Fox, electronic music legend.
And there's a motif though in a lot of the stuff you do in your visual art and sort of the lyrics as well of kind of industrial decay and cities being overgrown and kind of lost, closed down, forgotten places. Is that how Chorley felt as well?
Yeah, it became like that after the mill started closing about 1960 something, towards the end of the 60s.
Right.
And our playgrounds then became the mills that were empty. So many of them were overgrown and derelict, but we loved them. And there were trees growing out of the buildings and that sort of thing, birds flying about inside. And they were magical places for me. It was like a ruined Angkor Wat, in Cambodia, which is all overgrown and beautiful. Well, Chorley was a bit like that, without the sunshine, a lot of soot.
So at this point, we were all primed for a weekend of synthesizer fun.
We are looking forward into a weekend of exciting synthesizer action with a big expo tomorrow right here. And then tomorrow night we have Seafield performing here on the stage, supported by Lula York, and also myself and Paulee Bow.
Hi.
Hiding over there, not hiding very well at all.
No.
So that'll be exciting in the evening, and then on Sunday we have some DIY workshops, which are already sold out. So great, it's going to be a fun weekend. It all starts here, so sit back and relax and enjoy the movie, and come and talk to us in the bar.
Hi Robin.
Hello.
Syntheast in its third year?
Third year, 2025, yes, here we
My
are.
goodness. It's just started. The vibe is looking really nice already. People just chatting
Yes.
in their own little conversation.
Yes, everything's coming together. Everything appears to work. Power is fed to every table. And as far as I know, I'm going to spend most of the day running around getting rid of trip hazards.
I imagine.
That's my role for today.
Amazing stuff. Jervis just there. Very professional video this is today.
Yeah.
As far as the rest of today goes, the main day, we've got some musical collaborations later, haven't we?
We do. We're gonna kick off. I've given up a couple of spots early on
Yes.
to the Norwich Synth Club, who have been running for quite a while now. They do a great job of meeting up from week to week, getting together and jamming on different ideas and different things. And it's a great little Norwich resource.
That's so lovely.
Yeah, and so I've given them a couple of slots, so they've got, I think, 3 people at a time going to be jamming together.
Yeah, because this has a very community feel, this
Certainly, yeah.
whole
Yeah,
thing.
it's very much about that. It definitely came off an idea of wanting to collaborate together and play together.
Yes.
Because that's something you can do as synthesizer and modular musicians quite easily.
Yes,
It
definitely.
seems a bit bizarre with all this equipment, but it's actually really easy to run things together. And you don't quite have the same. It's like when you get a bunch of guitarists together, they're all trying to outwhittle each other. I know that as I'm a guitarist. But with
Me too.
with synthesizers, it's different. You're trying to come up with an interesting sound.
Yes.
And if you can hear yourself, that's a bonus.
I mean, that is
no
a
one's
bonus.
trying to dominate. You're just trying to create this thing together.
Lovely chatting to you, Robin. I'm gonna have a little look around.
Yeah, have a look. There's loads of stuff here. It should be a
Amazing.
fun day, interspersed with performances. It's a relaxed, chilled, community-driven exploration of synthesizers. What
Amazing.
could be better than that on a Saturday afternoon?
Indeed. Brill. Okay, see you later.
Cheers.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Is this your third Syntheast? How many
Yeah.
you've been
So
to?
yeah. So being part of each one really.
Yes.
Taking part in the patch off, which obviously you're going to be taking.
Oh,
part
yeah,
in
yeah,
later.
yeah.
So the patch off is really, really fun thing. Mr. Steve Davis's idea originally, really. So, so it'll be the third time taking part in that. And what's really interesting with the patch off is, you just literally have no idea out of the six, out of the five other people who you're going to be playing with. We might be playing.
We might.
So later on, we'll know who is partnered with people. But right now, it's a real mystery. So
It's a total mystery.
yeah, and I think that when you humanise things like this, and the audience understand that there's this,
Yes.
I think it puts a human story into
I
these
understand.
technical devices.
What do you think about this specific event makes it special compared to everything else?
I think that it's a beautiful building.
Yeah.
I think that's really key. I think it's a really lovely building. There's an energy and an enthusiasm which is infectious. Everyone's happy. Really,
Yes, I've noticed.
Really happy, and it's just a really good feeling and of like a collective feeling. Again, I think the human element is always so important, and I guess people just getting a chance in. I think we've noticed this with each Synth Fest is that there are a lot of people who've never had any hands-on with stuff.
Right.
So this gives them an opportunity to, and hopefully,
Yes.
come into our game, get new people. So I think events like this, are phenomenal for that, for giving people a chance.
Yeah, definitely.
Otherwise, they wouldn't, because you wouldn't see a lot of this in a regular music shop. Really.
No.
So,
No.
yeah, so I think it's brilliant. Long may it live. And,
Yes, amazing. See you in the patch off, guys.
Yeah.
We're here with ElectronicSound Magazine. Hi, Mark.
Hello.
It's the third year of this
It is, yeah.
endeavour.
Yeah.
Crazy endeavour.
Yeah.
How has it progressed over time? Do you feel that it's increased in popularity?
Yeah, well, I think when we started it, because Robin came to us, he and Steve had the idea,
Yeah.
came to us because they were looking for a venue, and it sounded like a great idea. It was something that we'd been thinking of, but didn't really know how to do.
Okay.
Robin knew all of the manufacturers.
Yeah.
So we kind of hooked up, and I know the art centre, the venue quite well, so I thought it would really work here, and we did it. And it was great.
Is there anything you'd like to tell the Sonicstate viewers about your magazine?
Well, if you don't know the magazine, Electronic Sound, which an incredibly large amount of people still don't know about us,
I know, right?
issue 122 has just come out with the Art of Noise new project, The Art of This.
Yes.
ElectronicSound.co.uk is where you'll find us. Loads of back issues, electronic music,
Yeah.
going back 10, 12 years.
Have you got some online issues as well?
Yeah, you can. We're online, so you can see it there. You can subscribe to just online,
Yes.
which is
Digital copy.
Yeah, you can see all the features there. That's £5 a month, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
Bargain. Yeah, not even 2 coffees. And we're an independent magazine. I'm
Yes.
the co-founder. Very small team. So, every time you buy a magazine off us, we notice and we're grateful.
Oh. Well, thanks for chatting to me anyway.
Pleasure.
And yes, may Syntheast live on for many years.
Syntheast 2026, here we come.
Well, hey, brilliant. We're here with Luke from Korg. Hi, Luke.
Hello.
You've got an absolute smorgasbord of lovely, lovely new synthesizers.
It's all here.
There's some really great prices on things as well.
Yeah.
And they're like show specials.
Like doing special stuff, just at the show. So some genuine bargains.
Amazing,
Yeah.
Like this new multi-pod.
Even the new one, yeah. It's, and we got the rack, which is just announced as well.
Yes.
It's really nice.
These
Literally
racks,
just come in, the racks.
Can I talk about the racks?
Yeah.
Because it seemed that I was on forums, Gearspace, stuff like that. It seemed that there was kind of, I won't say a public outcry, but there was certainly a lot of interest in making rack versions of them.
It took us a while to
Were
respond
they
to that.
challenging
Yeah.
to make?
Yeah, I think we were just waiting for the right time when we had more of a range of them, I think.
That makes sense.
Because when we originally released the Wave State,
Yes.
even when that was released, people saying, oh yeah, we want a module, but I think we were just waiting to see how it went, and then obviously it went well with the Op 6 and then the Mod Wave, and then
Definitely.
we've got a whole range of them now, so it made sense then to bring the rack versions
They're
out as well.
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I think I saw a photo of someone who has like nearly all of them just
Really?
stacked.
They look awesome when they're all
They
racked
look-
up together, yeah.
And all the lights are kind of going. It's like almost a return to the 90s where people would have like an O1W and an
Yeah,
M1.
and then one, and then a Triton, and then,
Whatever.
So that-
It's
yeah.
really cool. Actually, that's one thing I really kind of like about a lot of these instruments is how Korg really celebrates its legacy, you know?
Yeah. That's what, and that's what these do really well, because they all sort of hone in on a specific legacy, whether
Yes.
it's like the Wave Station or DW or with the
Yeah.
Mod Wave or FM synthesis with the Op 6.
Yeah,
and
yeah, definitely.
Obviously Monopoly with the Multipoly, although it's very different from Monopoly.
So, what do you feel about the vibe of Syntheast in general? This
I actually-
kind of community thing.
I love this vibe of this, because the last show I was at was at the NAMM show.
Okay.
So it's literally one extreme to the other, but it's great though, because it's just all about the synth community coming together with a
Yes.
show like this, and like Synthfest as well, another great show.
Yes, love that one.
They're both great shows, and for us, it's just a really nice opportunity to get in front of the right people, you know, and get people to try stuff.
Yeah,
That's what it's all about.
Because the hands-on is so important, you know.
And it's becoming harder and harder with the online thing happening in such a
Yes.
big way, less music shops. So
Yeah.
shows like this are still really important, I think.
Brilliant. Well, it was lovely chatting to you.
Yeah, you too?
Are you sticking around for this evening for some performances?
Yeah, I think I probably am, yeah. Yeah, it should be cool.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm here with Oli from Synth Evolution. It's my first Syntheast. Have you been before?
Yep, my first one was last year. It was so great. I have come back for a second round. I am celebrating synthesizers here. I am drawing pictures of synthesizers,
Yes.
and then I'm creating posters
Oh, cool.
with those images, showing like the greatest hits of the 20th century. So you've got all your classics, the Prophet 5, the 808.
Very nice work.
And this is all the synthesizers up to about 1995 on this big poster. And then I write books as well. So taking all those images and it's like a directory of every synth of the 20th century. So you've got the images, you've got the key facts, the synthesis type, polyphony, all of that good stuff.
Oh,
So,
that's amazing.
That is what this is all about, and it's very fun. I will add, launching today at
Yes.
Syntheast 2025 are the two new volumes. So this is the 21st century. I'm bringing things up to date. We've got classic synths of the 21st century and a selection of some of the best and most interesting Euro rap of the last
Yes,
25
that's
years.
an Andromeda, right? It looks like it.
Yes, it is. It's an Andromeda 6. And I have Robin Vincent, Steve Davis picking their modular, Desert Island modular. Which 5 modules can they not live without?
Okay,
And you have to buy a copy to find out what they've selected.
fantastic. Essentially, you get a better kind of quality of conversation at a slightly smaller event.
Yeah, definitely. People come to the smaller events because they want to learn.
Yes,
It's as a case of just, what's this? We'll just have a quick look, you know?
exactly. Because I guess at a bigger event, there's so many cool, bright things
Yeah.
that it's almost overwhelming. Whereas
Yeah, and you get home and you think, I wish I'd seen that, you know, I wish I'd gone and looked at that. And
this feels a little more manageable, you know?
yeah,
Almost.
It's a lovely space, isn't it?
It's a really nice space.
Yeah,
The plan today, of course, is to kind of mainly educate,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Whereas some other people are like vendors and want to sell things.
Yeah.
You guys have a more kind of
We're trying to get
educational...
people to join us on the channel, and we can talk more about these things, and and then.
Oh yeah, because it can promote your
Exactly.
YouTube.
I want later on in the year. I want to start doing some workshops and get people in and say, look, this is how you program a synthesizer. Make this sound, and let them get on with it. And
That's amazing.
that's what I want to do. That's the plan.
That would be absolute. It could almost end up being something akin to the Bob Moog Foundation
maybe.
kind of vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think they even go to schools and stuff.
Yeah, well,
you know?
that's in the pipeline. Yeah, just keep these old machines going and keep them so people can see them and enjoy them.
Absolutely amazing.
This is our steam rally. Everyone's going off with their steam engines back in the 80s.
Yes.
This is what we're doing now.
So I'm here with Paul from PWM.
Indeed.
I'll get it right. I'll get the name of your company right.
Good to see everyone again.
Yeah, good to see everyone again. So you've travelled down for Syntheast.
Yes.
What about this show attracted you to it, to kind of visit?
We've been here a few years now. We always come down with our distributor Source, which is this room behind us, and we're still showing the Malevolent and the Mantis, but the new news is that Oxford Synthesizer Company has now joined Paul Whittington Group as a member, so we now have the trademark and the brand, and hence we're showing how that ties together here. We brought Chris Huggett's own personal Oscar. That thing behind you there is an ASG, which is the Advanced Sound Generator. There is only one of those in existence anywhere in the world. And that is the project that Chris was working on at the time that he ceased with Oxford Synthesizer Company and joined Akai and moved on and went down that route. But that is essentially a polyphonic Oscar.
Sorry to interrupt.
Incredible.
It's actually the 40th anniversary since it's last been shown, because it was shown, like I mentioned, at the Frankfurt Music Fair in 1985, and this is the first time it's been shown since 2025.
That is super interesting.
Yeah.
And that Oscar still sounds lovely.
It does. It's working. It's just got one button missing, but
there's
also in Chris's cello, and I was there with Melanie. Hi, Melanie, if you're watching this. We found boxes of spares and all sorts of interesting odds and ends. We found this box quite amusing with me and Melanie there. We found this. It just says Oscar Limited MIDI audio trigger on it, and we have absolutely no idea what it is.
Fantastic.
And sadly, the great man's not here to ask.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Someone brought my CD along. What was your name again?
Steve.
Steve. Hi, Steve.
Hey.
And a pen. Can you imagine this, Carl?
Brilliant. So yeah, no, I thought it was wicked.
There we go.
Awesome.
One happy signed CD. Thanks so much. Have you seen any of the weird and wonderful rare synths that are here today?
Well, I've not been over to see the rare synths, but I'll tell you one thing that I did do, Paulie. And this is before the doors open. I already bought something.
What did you buy?
So, just over here is a thing called the Hex MIDI, and it's an isomorphic keyboard. The beehive-looking thing over there. And I've been fascinated with isomorphic keyboards for a while because, and sorry to all my colleagues at work about this, but I love microtonality. I love it. So I'm looking at really interesting ways. Yeah, I'm one of those. So I'm looking at interesting ways to be able to control it. And there's a product out from the States called Lumitone, which looks amazing. But it's pretty expensive, and you have to import it in from the States, so there's another 20% to add on top of that price. And so I was chatting to Ben, because I've been following what he's been doing, and so I've bought a prototype isomorphic keyboard.
That's fantastic.
So I will be connecting that to both Peak and to my Prophet X, and to basically all of the synths from Novation and Sequential and Oberheim. We all support micro tuning tables, so I'm a happy man. So that's the weird and wonderful that I've seen and I've already committed to. So cool. But it's nice though, because it's not your everyday stuff in this space, you know? It is an opportunity to see the weird and wonderful. I love it for that.
I like the mix of bigger companies and then real and also community groups.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just got that vibe. People here are passionate. People here are into what everybody's doing. And it's great. It just feels great.
Fantastic.
So and long may it continue.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for chatting to me.
It's my pleasure. Thanks.
What do you feel about the vibe of Syntheast? The kind of, atmosphere and the size and things like that?
Yeah, it's
Like
great.
it?
Yeah, it's a nice little sort of community event.
Yes.
I love the having the live gigs on at the same time.
Yes.
Keeps me entertained.
So the performances in the daytime, we had Norwich Synth Club, then we had a patch off. If you're a neurodivergent person and you're wondering about going to a synthesizer event, I think that Syntheast is a great one. It's not too big, it's not too loud. Norwich City Centre is really welcoming and friendly, and you know, you can just go and have a little bit of peace at any moment if you get overwhelmed. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's been more of a conversational look at Syntheast, to get a vibe of the people and people's motivations and what they like about it. There are other videos by other people which kind of show other aspects of Syntheast. DivKid did a great one. Robin on his Molten Music Technology channel has several videos up, including all of the performances daytime and evening in full. So I recommend you hightail it over to those channels. Oh, and Dots did a great one as well. Hightail it over there and see if you like the vibe. See you next time.